You went, I enjoy the blind stuff, and I was like, I enjoy the dwarfs. Pick the nerves out.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Brad supplied me with a Stanley, which I'll try not to cut myself with.
And he broke Batman's back.
I had one job.
So are you ready for this?
Yay!
Oh wow!
You got a cat. You got a cat. Yes. Females are scary.
I can barely get this in shot. This thing's huge.
Yeah, so double thumbs up from me, Joe.
Everything.
We're all doing this. We're all taking off. And we're all 700, 450, 300, 150 or 25. Hello, once again, and we are back. We are Brick Fury, and we are talking this time about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Not the first of Marvel superheroes, but undoubtedly one of the most popular, one of the longest lasting.
It's one of my favourite.
Yeah? Who's your favourite Marvel superhero?
He's one of them, yeah.
One of? Yeah.
Maybe Teenage Crouch's favourite.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
There
There is a brick coming out for, as you know, it's very recently released for the Superior Foes of Spider-Man series, which was an amazing series. It
I've
ran
not read it.
about 18 months ago, probably, maybe a bit
Was
longer.
it Matt Fraction?
That sounds right. Yes.
Or did he do the?
Oh, he did Hawkeye.
He did Hawkeye.
It was very similar to the Hawkeye series. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a fabulous series written from the perspective of the jobber bad guys of the Spider-Man.
They also runs.
Yeah,
and it ended
Shocker
up
in there.
Shocker,
Boomerang.
but yeah, Boomerang. It was the jobbers left over from the 60s.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it was just a wonderful kind of Coen brothers. Everything goes wrong at every possible opportunity.
Yes.
Big Lebowski, all these main events are happening around them.
It's made of
scenario.
fun.
It was
saying it was like almost like a film.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, I think it ran for 18 issues and ended brilliantly. Well, it is on Marvel Unlimited. Well worth reading.
You will check it out.
So they're doing that, but alongside that, they've also released a Fast Forces set, which is what we're here to discuss today. So let's bring it up on the new Brick Fury elevator.
Fast.
There we go. Which is called The Amazing Spider-Man and His Greatest Foes Fast Forces set.
So not what we've just been talking about.
They came out at the same time.
And these appear to be the traditional bad guys.
They are not the superior foes, they are the more traditional bad guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they're in their traditional outfits as well. I mean, Doc Ock doesn't even have his lab coat. That's wow. Okay.
So, Ian, first experience of Spider-Man.
First experience of Spider-Man, the bits and pieces of comics that used to be in the local shop.
Yeah.
I've always kind of said that I did have Spider-Man 2, my mum threw it away.
Used Amazing Fancy number 15 to line the rabbit.
Well, I think it went in the bottom of the birdcage.
Yeah, it's a horrible but scarily probable thought.
Well, you didn't tidy your room up.
Yeah.
So
that Action Comic number 1, that's gone.
Can't do it with digital.
It's because of people like you they're worth anything.
That's right. And
you created the scarcity.
Yeah. Were you a fan as a kid?
Green Goblin and that sort of stuff was obviously the main bad guys at the time.
Yeah, because you were, when you were about 9 or 10, that's probably like when the Silver Age really kicked off. Like we're talking about 66, 67.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That was the Fantastic Four,
Daredevil,
Thor, Spider-Man. You lived in right at that fashion.
Yes,
the rise
you had the genesis of Iron Man going from his different suit, but that was about it, really. Yeah.
With a possible exception of 1977, possibly the best time to be 10 years old.
Very true. Maybe. Hard to get a decent T-shirt with a Marvel character on. Yeah, you had to get a transfer and make it yourself.
Fruit of the Loom T-shirt.
This was a Cold War. They didn't have proper fruit. It was reconstituted fruit of the Loom.
Powdered fruit of the Loom.
Joe, how did you get into Spider-Man?
I think my first sort of experience is the 90s cartoon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's just Spider-Man for me. I think. I mean, it'd be weird if it wasn't.
Yeah, okay.
The X-Men otherwise, which I also liked.
I think it's kind of a thing, with the possible exception of yourself, it's very hard to actually think of the first time you saw Spider-Man because he is now such a part of pop culture.
Everywhere, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's in wrapping paper and party
Yeah,
plates.
it's just someone that I've always known. The
Yeah.
first experience I ever of reading a Spider-Man comic was picking up an annual in a charity shop, and it was just a few of the probably mid-70s Spider-Man's staple gun together. It was a big story with Curtis Connors for Lizard and Barbara.
Yeah, I would say that if you stop someone in the street with a picture of Spider-Man and Superman, they would equally know who they were.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
kind of like the tentpole of each of their like DC and Marvel.
Yeah,
yes,
right. They're kind of you think about Marvel, you think Spider-Man, you think Wolverine. Maybe.
I think really these days you think Iron Man.
These days, yeah, but for me, like
I do know what you mean.
Spider-Man was the big thing.
Absolutely. It was,
even the movies kind of were the most like X-Men were quite successful, but I think Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 were the ones that kind of legitimised the superhero.
Also, he'd never admit it, but I think he's Stan Lee's favourite.
I mean, he created so many, didn't he?
Yeah, I know.
I think
I just get the feeling.
Amazing how prolific he is.
I think
really.
Stripperella is probably his favourite.
Stripperella.
But there's going to be no clicks of that.
No, that's very true. So, what are we expecting from a Spider-Man Fast Forces set?
Well, I can see through the
we
plastic.
can see a few.
Classic bad guys and hopefully a reasonably powered Spider-Man
To be able to take them on.
actually take them on.
That would be great. If he's a reasonable wattage Spider-Man and a few jobber bad guys,
That's right.
that could be a fun set.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Chuck a rulebook in, that's a great starter set.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I think that has potential there. Before we go on to the unboxing, I'll do my little round robin question. Always do. I think, with the possible exception of Batman, Spider-Man has the best selection of bad guys of any superhero. So, who are your favourite Spider-Man bad guys?
Oh dear.
I'll do a relatively obscure one because he's not been in a film. I'm going to say Craven. I really
Craven's
like
cool.
Craven.
Craven is really cool.
You familiar with Craven? Might be a bit after your time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, kind of Moreland is supposed to be quite powerful as well. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Craven is hilarious in Squirrel Girl.
Yes.
Have you read?
I'm not a fan of Squirrel Girl. I can't get on with
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's quite irreverent.
Yeah,
So I can see why it would turn people off.
I think it tries a bit too hard sometimes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. For me, it hits the mark, but
Anyway,
yeah, for me, I don't know. I really like the Lizard.
Lizard is great.
I also
Yeah, that's another kind of later bad guy. Yeah.
Shocker.
Shocker is... Yeah.
I mean, he's useless, but
Yeah, he dives away most of the time, doesn't
yeah,
he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know who... I think I could guess who your favourite Spider-Man villain is, but I want to hear what you say first.
Well, I was thinking when you started making me think about the old times, that I was thinking it is Goblin.
Green Goblin is great.
Because I think I wanted one of those gliders when I was a kid. You know, just lock your feet into it and just go.
Pumpkin
bombs. Yeah, and pumpkin bombs. Yeah.
There's the truly great Spider-Man villain is one that everyone overlooks. He was kind of like the late 70s, and first time he turned up, it was like they really didn't get on, and occasionally worked together, but they've always been kind of an uneasy alliance. And he was this guy, he was a Vietnam veteran, and his family got killed in a mafia crossfire in a park.
Okay.
I think the Punisher is one of the greatest villains ever.
Well, he is.
He's a
He was
villain.
originally his first appearance was a bad guy in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I suppose.
can't
Yes.
argue it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he
But like Wolverine's first appearance was a bad guy in Hulk.
I wonder if Punisher turns up in the bricks for this set.
Oh, if there's just a Punisher dropped in a Spider-Man set, that would
That'd be
be
pretty cool.
I'd like
I
that.
suppose he was kind of the
His first appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man.
He
129.
is kind of an anti-hero anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's, you're really for the guy that
Yeah.
kills a lot.
I honestly thought Punisher would be.
No. I suppose because we were talking about the comics, I went back further.
Yeah,
So-
but Green Goblin is great.
Yes,
for sure.
and anyone who'd want a rocket glider.
Yeah, where do we sit on the symbiotes?
I think they're a bit goofy. They came in the 90s.
I think
didn't
they're
they?
very much of their
90s,
time. They're very much
Yeah.
of their time,
Yeah.
for sure. It's
They've
guys when
changed.
Todd McFarlane could sell anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have changed them quite a lot now.
I actually prefer Carnage out of the three of them.
Well, I kind of like the Flash Thompson.
Oh, the one who's in Guardians.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool.
Because Paul recommended to me. Is it Paul Selman?
Yeah.
If anyone out there knows him.
Oh, you know him. Yeah.
He makes himself known.
Yeah.
But no, he recommended Venom Space Knight to me, and it's really good.
Okay,
Really, really
you
good.
did become a cosmic side bit anyway. That.
Yeah, Venom in space. I mean, that's.
Yeah. Oh, you want to make a great click?
What's that?
That one moment where the symbiote merged with Groot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I I remember that bit in the
Yeah.
comic. Yeah.
We're getting overexcited.
I mean, they did make a click, but they did make a click of that one moment where Steve Rogers took the Nova Force. So
Anything is possible
Anything
because
is possible.
there's a vast number of Heroclix, many of which we own.
yeah,
Yeah.
just waiting on the Constantine Shazam.
Okay, so we're going to break this open.
Brilliant.
We're going to break this open. We're going to check the dials out. We're going to check the cards out and show you guys what's in the Amazing Spider-Man and his greatest foes. Not his superior
Greatest
foes.
foes,
His
okay.
greatest
Yeah,
foes.
yeah.
Let's bust this open.
Sorry.
Is it open already? Because we need to get
I've
started.
just broken the sellotape. I don't think there is. Oh, there's sellotape there. That's sold as well.
Do you stand on your cards or something? Okay.
We need a Stan Lee knife.
Hey! Why has that never been done before?
I don't know. Right.
Exciting
Oh.
stuff.
Whoa!
I didn't have to cut it.
No,
Yeah.
I did actually bust the sellotape.
Okay.
Ian has saved me the embarrassment. So we have Eddie Brock, I believe. Nice Venom there.
Oh.
I mean, that is a really nice Venom.
Yeah, it's sort of nicely detailed when you've seen the models that have gone before Venom. As well.
Oh, it's for new cards.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be
yeah.
new cards. Yeah.
Who we got first? Venom.
Venom. Yep.
Symbiote attribute. Venom can use plasticity and shape change and automatically breaks away. Symbiote's web. When Venom hits, after actions resolve, you may attach his web marker to a hit target, removing it from anywhere else. The character with the web marker can't move without breaking away and can't automatically break away.
That's mean.
Now, Doc
We
Ock.
have Doc Ock. That's a really nice.
It's a retro
Nice
looking
pose.
sculpt. That's
That is, yeah.
fabulous, actually.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
They should have made a Spider-Man that can fit in there. Just,
Yes.
Yeah.
they've all got.
But that is a classic look, isn't
like
it?
75 points, 5
Yep.
clicks.
Okay.
I feel like this might continue the trend of the
Well,
X-Men thing.
We saw that.
Everyone at Brick Fury is a fan of lower pointed.
Yes,
I
more
think so,
flexibility. Yeah.
It's quite a vast number of
Power players.
cylinders. Kingpin,
Mr. Kingpin there.
Private Pile.
He's got no range.
The attributes are My City, My Rules. Kingpin and friendly characters within 8 squares are considered adjacent to each other for purposes of a Sinister Syndicate team ability.
Right.
Okay.
Overlord of Crime. Kingpin can use leadership and outwit. When he uses leadership, he can remove an action token from a character with a Sinister Syndicate keyword, regardless of point value.
So he's a support piece then.
4 clicks, 50 points.
You'd expect
Yeah,
him to
50
have
points.
outwit and that sort of
Yeah,
stuff anyway,
yeah, you
wouldn't
would, because he's. I mean, that's
He's working
got to
in the
live up to his
background.
name.
Who we got? Yes,
J. Jonah
I
Jameson.
agree.
He's definitely the
He's
ultimate villain.
Genuinely a bad guy you hate.
Yeah, I totally hate him.
His attribute is the world needs to know your reckless actions. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose an opposing character within 4 squares and line of fire. Until your next turn, that character can't be given power actions.
Wow. Okay. Right, we've got Green Goblin here
Yay,
holding
that's
a
pleased.
pumpkin bomb. Very nice, classic looking Green Goblin
Yes,
there.
he is. They've
It's 6 clicks, 75 points.
Okay, so he's,
So
a,
is
he's a
this
heavy hitter for the team then.
60s style.
Yeah, they've gone
More
more
or less they
are.
exception
They
for
are.
them, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think what's coming next will confirm that.
Yeah.
Because in fact, these kind of look like the 90s cartoon variations as well.
Okay.
We have a webbing Clicks FX.
Web shooter.
That's a web shooter.
Yeah. Give a friendly character in this square or holding this object a power action to equip it. Opposing characters can KO this object only by using it in an object attack. Equipped characters can use leap climb and may be given a ranged combat action to make a ranged attack with a range value of 4 that deals no damage. When equipped character hits with this attack, after actions resolve, you may attach a web marker to a hit target, removing it from anywhere else. That character with a web marker can't move without breaking away and can't automatically break away. Other characters don't have to break away from that character. When that character successfully breaks away, remove the web marker. They found a way of turning hanging someone from a lamppost into a game mechanic.
But here we go. We've got. I mean, that is classic
Nice effect
colours.
on it.
That's-
Protect the Innocent. Spider-Man can use the carry ability, but only to carry a character with a lower point value.
There you go.
Also got Web Slingshot. Spider-Man can use hypersonic speed. When he does, before moving, you may place him in a space of higher elevation within 4 squares and line of sight. So you can swing around.
Mm-hmm.
Six clicks, 75 points.
That's really nice. Oh, I forget. It tells you the amount of clicks on the card now.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, this is the news. That's the first time we've seen these new style
Yes,
cards.
yes.
isn't
That is. I mean, this does. I mean, they all do look like the 90s cartoon. If I'm honest.
I wasn't so sure about him, whether he might be a little bit older
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Has he got weird glasses? If
He
he's got
does,
weird
yeah.
glasses, and we're okay.
But I mean, they're all well posed, nice
nice
sort
looking.
of.
Yeah. Cool.
And we've got generally the good paint jobs that we had from.
Let's just do a quick total up. So
the Fury set as well.
it's 100, 175, 225, 300, 375. So it's not.
That's 300 points worth of bad guys.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good force.
Okay, so we smashed it open.
We did.
All 6 models and the effects marker as well. What do we think?
Very nice.
First initial thoughts, Ian?
I'm liking the style of the models. I'm liking the points value that are more usable in the new way that the game should be played. Really, they've tailored the points as well on the initial dial as well.
Yes. I like the points as well. So it's 300 points of bad guys and a 75 point Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's not a start set. It's a way of boosting your forces quickly.
Yes.
So and perfect.
Yes.
You've got a 300 point bad guy and a fairly decent Spider-Man as well.
It's a nice looking Spider-Man, and
would you prefer to see maybe one fewer bad guy and one more good guy?
I just don't. I mean, I guess because I feel like Miles needs a bit more love.
I was feeling more Silk or Spider-Gwen, to be honest.
Spider-Gwen definitely.
Yeah.
That would have been cool because it seems that Spider-Man is less about Peter Parker these days than it is about the entire sort of mini universe that surrounds Spider-Man. Like there's Spider-Verse is full of so many cool characters that could have been an ally. Oh, I imagine the manga one, the robot one. That would have been cool. Yeah, possibly, but I think that.
But at the same
I
time,
quite like the fact that you tipped in a lot of bad guys.
You wouldn't have got Jonah.
I think buying.
It's about time we had a
boosters-
decent Doctor Octopus again. It's been a while he's been in a set.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, buying a brick or a booster, you tend to get a fairly decent range. But generally, if you're shopping around on an online auction site or some sort of Heroclix specialist store like Navy Mouse, you are drawn towards either going good guys or bad guys. You don't tend to build a balanced force intentionally.
No, you go for the model that takes your eye, or this, you know the stats, and that's what you're searching for.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice to be able to just dump.
I mean,
like this.
If I bought this, I would be inclined to just be like, yeah, I'm going to have a team of villains. That's a ready-made team of villains, and I'll get a Spider-Man on top.
Absolutely.
And they're kind of classic villains, so you know what you've got there.
Yeah,
rather than gone for the slightly more diverse
they are
ones.
decent.
I mean, Venom is a weird one because he's really screwing up the 1960s.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, couldn't we have had the Lizard?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Or Craven? Or
Sandman?
Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Sandman or Absorbing Man would
Sandman or Absorbing Man would probably be too pointy, too many points.
Maybe,
for the set,
but no, it's just. I'm not picking on Venom. It seems incongruous for the rest of the set.
I do think that they are based on the 90s ones.
But at the same time, a lot of people want a Venom.
Yeah, I mean, Iron Man would definitely be up.
Oh yeah. Omer from Sub 5 will definitely go up for that. Okay, well, we've got them here. We've got 300 points of bad guys. We've got 75 points of Spider-Man.
Should we watch him die?
Well, I think what we need is we've got a few bits and pieces knocking around at some fire offices.
It's tempting to pull a Daredevil or a Punisher
in
there as well.
We could mystical Daredevil. I could pull.
Well, we're going to root around in the vault.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to rustle up another 225 points worth of Marvel good guys, and I think we should find a block in New York and smash them together.
Fight!
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that, ladies and gentlemen? We have the technology. A rather fantastic little team. Walk us through your team there.
Okay, we have the new wonderful Spider-Man.
Pre-roll for 6 now. Because now you just the rest of the game thinking, well, if I've done that, I've got about 6 round.
So I've done.
Okay, so we took it open, we smashed it open, spilled it onto the streets of Paris, New York. There's a highlight reels you've just seen there. If you do want to watch the entire match, there is a link in the bit down there. You can click through to that. There'll be the whole footage of the
That's
match.
the first time we've done that.
Yeah.
Feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're all grown-ups now.
Yeah, we're referring to things that
So
aren't actually solid in front of us.
If you want to cringe, go back and watch the first video again. Seriously.
Oh.
No, seriously, it's like wow, we've come a long way in just over a year. Just over a year we've been doing this. Yeah, which is scary.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Precisely once.
You aged precisely once. Okay, so Joe, you took the bad guy team.
I did.
And you took the Spider-Man team who was assisted
And I
by
managed-
Madam Web, the Punisher, and Daredevil.
I managed to kill Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. The good guys did win, but Spider-Man did go down.
Yes.
I
On
feel
the
like
route.
that's a Pyrrhic victory for me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone died on my team.
Okay, so what did we think of the Spider-Man?
I think the Spider-Man is good. I pushed him on purpose to see what we're doing. I suppose I should have held him back more tactically, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the piece at all. Got some nice little powers. You can actually get around the board if there was some terrain.
It was impressive. He has stuff
Yeah.
like hypersonic speed, which you don't tend to
75
think of, but
points.
at the same time it kind of makes
It
sense.
does.
He's swinging at a high altitude
Yes,
and
yeah,
speed,
that's fine.
hitting
yeah.
people as he goes. So
Um,
hypersonic speed makes sense for
I didn't get a
Spider-Man.
chance to use the web shooter because I
Mhm.
kind of managed to get him dead.
Okay. Well, we may revisit that at some point.
But I was quite impressed with the other characters.
Yeah. What did Joe? You were fielding the bad guys. What were your feelings?
I think I would have enjoyed Green Goblin and Venom more if they'd have lasted a bit longer.
Okay.
Just because I think I played Green Goblin. Although his powers are weighted to close combat, I think that's like a last ditch attempt.
Yeah, okay.
It's like last few clicks.
He is quite a low wattage character as well.
Yeah,
isn't he? So
Yeah,
he's
I mean, he did
fine.
take a hit hand to hand from Daredevil
He did,
and Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then he got finished off by Punisher, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
unfortunately copped penetrating
That
as well.
was it,
That
yeah.
was
Yeah.
So I think he could be a good piece as long as you keep him mobile
Yeah.
and you don't let him get below his first click.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Venom, on the other hand, I think he's got a lot of powers. He's for 75 point. He did die like a
Proverbial flower.
he did. My favourites out of the lot were Jameson, Octopus, and Kingpin.
Jameson is nasty.
He's
Little
nasty.
blocker.
Yeah, he is nasty.
Octavius is, he was, I was most impressed by him. I think out of the Fast Forces pack, from what I saw of that one match,
Yeah.
the Octopus is the standout piece in the game. He was really very good.
He's got really good manoeuvrability.
Yeah.
Like,
Is they giving him any extra range?
he's got 4 with 2 thunderbolts. I guess that
Okay, so
represents
he-
his
yeah,
his
yeah,
arm
four
each.
tentacles,
Yeah, sure.
He's got advanced manoeuvre. He can go through. He's got leap climb and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes
through
sense.
terrain and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he's got flurries, which is really nice.
Awesome.
He's a good piece. Kingpin, nice support piece, not strong enough physically,
Mhm.
I don't think. But
But-
Jameson's pretty cool.
Yeah, but so he's got like outwit and sort of stuff that you'd expect Kingpin.
He does. He's got leadership, but we don't really use that, do we?
Yeah. What I noticed, as I was watching the game
Mhm.
and commentating while you guys played, what I noticed, I think it was partly models, partly you guys playing as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was very thematic.
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys played thematic, I don't know, maybe the models and the skills push you down that way as well.
Yeah.
There's stuff like Spider-Man swinging through and kicking
Yeah.
Yes.
Green Goblin off his
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
The fist fight that took place between Spider-Man and Dr. Octavius, I could mentally picture the tentacles whipping out and smashing up the scenery as you played.
Yeah.
The bit where Jameson ran away and hid behind a bin as Daredevil chased after us
Yes,
and it was just like some great storytelling in the game.
Yeah.
And so credit to you guys as well for playing it so well.
I also
think
do
the models
feel that I was
work that
quite
way.
lucky with the dice rolling in that game.
And minigun.
The minigun
Yeah.
deals some damage. Yeah.
He was assisted by this Punisher who's wielding a minigun.
He's a mean.
It is one of the more powerful
It's
Punisher
83
models.
points. He's an older model though.
It's an older model,
It's an older
but
base, yeah.
there is more. There are models with more points, but
I think that says 2008, so that's actually quite gnarly for an older model.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I do believe that may be something to watch out for. The models of that period against the new range
Yeah,
could
good
actually
point.
be the harder hitters.
I think he might be. Yes, that's the
It's that little changeover moment.
Yeah.
Yes,
They might
it's
have-
the first type base, isn't it?
Right.
It's the one you supposedly needed a little gadget to turn. Yeah, I think you may be on something there. I think as a
You never know, we might be going back to pre-card.
well, as a symptom, fine, if it makes stuff relevant again, then great.
Yeah, that's right.
It should be. It should always. Power creep is unavoidable to an extent, but there should always be an attempt to level the playing field when that does happen.
I do like what they're trying to do.
I think Fantasy Flight do it best with their X-Wing games because my friend I know is a big X-Wing player, plays in tournaments and so on, and he says some of the ships, as other ships are more powerful, become redundant. And then what Fantasy Flight do, they'll bring out a pack of, like, they've just brought out Imperial Veterans, which buffs up a couple of the specialist TIE pilots.
Yeah.
And he has said what it's done is it's made them possible. That no one else has been buffed down. It's made you able to start using those old chips against the modern ones again.
Okay.
So it's an interesting way of.
Like,
Yes, I think
they've been to the shops.
I think you may have a point there. As a symptom of them trying to curb.
There is a point where the hump was
Yeah.
such.
It's going to make older pieces more powerful.
Because I think we all discussed that it seems with the newer pieces they're lower points costs, but they've got more inventive and various powers.
The dials are
He was
Yeah.
83 points. That's not much over 75 really in ability.
No.
That's peanuts. Yeah.
I think they were a lot simpler and more bitey back in the day. I think.
Very
Whereas
possibly.
these are more strategic. I think.
Yeah, they definitely do build towards feet more, which as an American, I'm a massive fan of.
But
I think that's
for
what
power
gaming should
players,
be.
I mean, that's a nice Punisher. That's
he's striding around with a minigun. It's not.
But the new models, I do like the way they're going with Wizkids generally with the actual regulating that power.
I agree. I think it's in the time I've been playing Heroclix, it's been a steady improvement.
Well, I mean, like to have a kingpin that doesn't go above 2 damage.
Is a bit jarring.
It's jarring, but that's kind of system.
That kingpin is geared towards orchestrating the rest of the team as well.
Kingpin,
And he is just a human. He's not powered up in any way, is he?
No, he is also, though, the hotback kickback card is geared towards leading the team.
That's right.
So he's not going to be.
But I bet like an older kingpin would have probably had like.
What do we feel about the new cards?
I'm not sure.
You're not a fan?
I think the design of them is a little bit more.
Truthfully, I don't think I'll flip this over to even have a look.
No. Well, it caused a problem, didn't it? Where I
you picked up your cards and Ian could see your dial.
Yeah, because
a friendly game with testing models we've never played before.
But it's easy for me to remember that you've only got 6 clicks.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So
it's to me, they seem to be a solution to a problem no one had. Because you weren't supposed to be able to click through your own dial to check how far along you were before you knocked out anyway.
Yeah.
In the official rulebook, a dial should not be clicked unless you are taking damage or a special ability like Madame Web's.
It's just your job to memorise.
Yeah, you were supposed to know your forces,
Yeah.
and it seems to be it's going to cause more problems than it's solved. I mean, I'm willing to be proven wrong, but at the moment I'm feeling like it's not solving anything.
In a way, it's a nice touch, but
all it does, what I will say it does do is it does assist people who are filming unboxing videos for YouTube.
Because
that's sped that up, so you know.
I'm not too fussed about the changes to the game that it makes. I just don't think they look as nice, if I'm honest.
I'm willing to give them a because that's just it might just be that it's a change as well. It's always it's like every time Facebook updates, people get upset.
Yeah,
so
you get used to it.
Yeah, so I'm not made the jury's out on that.
Yeah. We'll watch out when we possibly open that. I might be used to it by then.
Yeah, you might like it.
Yeah.
So I guess we kind of come towards the end. The question is the Spider-Man Fast Forces set. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I like it.
Yeah,
definitely a thumbs up. Yeah.
I'm going thumbs up for 15.99. It is available as a recommended retail price. For $15.99, that's some really good models.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a pack that's less about the Spider-Man in the pack.
If you're a dedicated Marvel player, as opposed to a DC or indie player, if you're a dedicated Marvel player, that is worth it for
the villain
Dr. Octopus and Jonah Jameson alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a while since there's been a decent Dr. Octopus.
Yes,
I'm not sure there's ever been a decent Jonah Jameson.
I appreciate a lot of people are going to be picking up this Fast Forces for the Venom I think
Well, it does look
I think
nice,
by
you know,
accident or
it's-
design, most Heroclix players will have a Spider-Man by now.
The
A lot of people will be picking this up for Venom because there's a high demand for them. They haven't done many Venoms as a result. On places like Navy Mouse and online auction sites, they get very expensive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think people would buy it for Venom. If you do buy it for Venom, take the Dr. Octopus and Jameson out for a spin as well.
Yeah, I think
because
he's the star out of those bad guys.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Venom looks bitier, but yeah, Dr. Octopus was bitier.
To me, it's 2 thumbs up
Yeah.
just for Jameson and Dr. Octopus.
Yeah,
so-
it's a nice set.
So recommend this if you are a Marvel player.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Would you recommend it if you're more a DC player?
Probably not, but then there'll be a DC version. There'll be a DC.
Yeah, I mean, I've said
Yeah,
if you're a Marvel player, you'll probably want a Batman and a Superman anyway.
You probably
Yeah.
would want a
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so if you're a DC player, if for 15 quid, if you wanted
And you
a
did have
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
and some Spider-Man bad guys, it's not. I think if you're a Marvel player, you will probably want this. If you're a Spider-Man team builder, you definitely want this.
I mean,
If you're a
odds
DC player, if you want a Spider-Man, yeah, there are cheap ways of getting one, but the Dr. Octopus is really nice.
He's
Yeah,
really nice,
the older Doctor Octopus go for quite a lot of money, so it'd be nice in for that.
It
Yes.
does help that all of the villains are well-known villains. So
And
if you are
fairly pointed.
fairly pointed, so if you are a DC player, you will. I mean, I would hope recognise the villains.
Yeah,
anyway,
you would think so. Yeah.
I mean, there would be hope there that
Yeah.
you find something you like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the most recent DC Fast Forces we unboxed. It was just like, oh yeah, Toy Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It was a
right.
weird
Yeah,
one.
that's the
Whereas I think the DC
few
players probably go, yeah, I think I do know Green Goblin and Venom.
Yeah.
You don't know where they've been if they've not done
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
characters.
Odds on if
Um,
you're a comic fan, you'll know.
Yes,
about
but
it.
I think across the board, this is definitely a thumbs up for us. We're all principally Marvel players.
Yeah, no, but it's a nice little set actually.
Yeah, okay, so that was the Amazing Spider-Man Fast Forces set, which got a double thumbs up from the entire cast of Brick Fury. Thanks very much to our friends at SD Games and Wizkids for helping us with this video.
Thank you.
If you want to keep an eye out for other stuff we're working on, you want to keep it tuned on suppression-fire.com, where we have articles about Armada, all of Osprey's war games,
Painting.
painting guides. There's a video over there right now where Omer of Suppressing Fire managed to fit a lighting rig into his Outrider model.
That's right. Yeah.
It's insane.
Did you
But
know they're painting the lighting in now?
for the next Millennium Falcon, we are, yeah. But I know, man, he will still rip it apart.
Oh
with
yeah,
a lighting
totally,
rig in there.
totally.
And a smoke machine.
I'd expect nothing
and a
less.
very small Harrison Ford.
The real Harrison.
Real
He was
house,
a
yeah.
Trump Harrison.
Who will, yeah, he's probably got chemicals that can do that. If you want to keep up what I'm doing, I'm at RealBradHB on Twitter and Instagram. You are at Grost
Yeah,
on
I am.
Twitter and on Instagram you are
Sauerkraut.
at Sauerkraut. If you want to follow Ian, you can't. He's Brick Fury exclusive.
He is.
You can bump into me in the street.
He's on Grindr. Calm down. Keep watching. We're going to be back very soon because there's another Spider-Man release coming off the back of this one. Joe, do you want to show us what you're excited about? Joe, go get what you're excited about. Here's what Joe is excited about, which is coming in the next video very soon, which is the other release from the Superior Spouse of Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. No one's ever seen him before.
Not Leonardo.
Well, I've not used him yet.
Yeah, we have. Oh!
Ta-da!
We'll be doing an unboxing of this little beauty.
Can't
The
wait.
Superior
I'm quite
Foes of
excited about that one.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
What are our expectations for this one? Superior? Foe? Spider-Man?
Well, there is a superior Spider-Man in there.
Oh, really?
There is.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
There's quite a sexy Mephisto as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, look out for that. We'll be back very soon. Thanks very much for watching.
Cheers.
Bye.